the breeze of Lagos, trying to see how God's attributes to life has been to us, has been to his people. Today you got to see how we have turned ourselves to be one of the best things God has ever created. Despite that men or man are prone to a lot of issues, very difficult to manage in terms of ideology, in terms of genealogy, in terms of a lot of factors that have attributed men. But at the same time, you cannot take those things away from men. One of those things that you cannot take away from men is their hardened hearts, their unrepentant level of life. You can't even assume yourself to be what you feel that you can be in life. So to say that we all have a perception about life. I have my own perception about this life. You have your own perception about this life. Most importantly, our perception have different views. And in terms of different views, we have a lot of things that somehow could go wrong either way. Either you believe it or you don't believe it. And in as much as I'm concerned, I've also realized a lot of things in life which has given preeminence control about this life issue which we are talking about. For men also, knowledge is power. Information is not knowledge, but information can provide you avenue to have a knowledgeable life which you are required to live in. Day in, day out, we have find ourselves in one form of activities or not, and not. Let me give you an example. A man drawn to himself can develop a lot of sicknesses if he doesn't have a requisite knowledge of life. How do I mean? Paraventure plus and minus, it has given us a lot of rendition and narrative about how life is all about. A man who is prone to kidney problem will always have and know and have the prompt knowledge that there are things he cannot eat. Those things that contain potassium. Number one, is not liable to be eaten regularly banana. Banana contain a high level of potassium, prone to kidney problem. And you will find out that most of us have issues of life because we don't have a requisite knowledge about ourselves or about things that we're supposed to know, and we take it for granted. That is that for that. So for you to deviate yourself from having a kidney problem, all you need to do is have a good idea of the prevention. Have a good idea for what you can abstain from it. And one of those things you can abstain from it is all those things I've listed to you. For a man who will avoid a prostate cancer to himself, it is very knowledgeable to us that prostate cancer is a very bad thing to a man. When a man has a prostate cancer, he's likely to die before his time. For you to avoid these things, you need to also to understand a lot of factors, a lot of things that comes within us that can also give us a grant within our hearts and ourselves. One of those things are very simple things, and simple facts, and simple mathematics, and simple arithmetics. A man will avoid or can avoid a prostate cancer by having sex 21 times in a month. Knowledge, as I said to you, is power. Information is also very important to a good living. If we derive information, we can also derive a knowledge which can give us to gain wisdom of understanding, wisdom of thinking. And when we think fast, we become a better person to ourselves. So therefore, I will employ us that the perception of life we have inside of us can also give us or grant us the most remarkable things in our life, can also give us a narrative about our life, can also give us a rendition about ourselves, because plus and minus, either we like it or you don't like it. When you are ignorant of certain things, it will limit you to your life. That is why a prayer of a dying man is time. And when you realize that time is a burden, you also realize is that when a man who is dying, the best thing he can do, for short, is for him to fight for time. When he fights for time, he becomes better. When he fights for time, he becomes better. And at the end of the day, it becomes an alternative to a good living. Then when you look at yourself, then when you realize is that time is a burden to you, you also realize is that life has different strokes. Today, I want to employ you. Live a good life, live a healthy life, and always remember that knowledge helps you to gain wisdom. Thank you, and God bless you.